Hello everyone, welcome back to another Transformers video. It has been a bit since I last uploaded, and I was gonna upload sooner, but what I was planning to do was to do another stop motion video, but I'm feeling a little bit lazy, and I just didn't get to animating it. But then I found this Transformers set at Target, and you know, I don't have any of these figures yet, and I thought it would be interesting to make a video about it and just do a little unboxing, show you guys a little bit of the details, and just have fun with it. So even though I'm going to be looking at all three figures, I'm only going to keep Wheeljack and Nightbird. I don't really want Cheetor. I don't know why, but I think I'm just gonna give it to my little sister for her birthday, because she likes cheetahs, and I think she would like it. So anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get right into the unboxing, and we'll go from there. And I think we'll just start with Cheetor here. I haven't actually seen the original Beast Wars TV show, but I do know what the characters kind of look like. I'm not too familiar with the actual CGI design, but I do have to say it does look like a really good figure. It has a lot of details, a lot of paint applications, and I have to say I think this has more paint than a lot of other figures that I've seen. And I'm not gonna go over all the details. I'm not gonna talk about all the details. I'll kind of just show it to the camera so you guys can all see the details. And it looks very good. It does look kind of weird with the legs hanging out the back, but other than that, it is really detailed, and I do like how it looks. And then he does come with a couple of accessories. Oh, whoops, I bumped the camera, sorry. First, he has this, I think this is his tail, for Cheetah mode, and then it just turns into some sort of spear, I guess. It's like a knife on the end of his tail. Anyway, I don't know if he actually had a weapon like this. Like I said, I didn't see the actual show, but I think it looks pretty cool. And you just hold it like that, pegs into the hand. Very stiff too. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then he also comes with this blaster. I feel like this would be more accurate to the show, but then again, I don't really know because I haven't seen it. But yeah, it just pegs into the hand just like the tail, and it looks pretty cool. And then I haven't actually looked at the instructions yet on how to transform him, so I will kind of look at the instructions while I'm transforming him on camera. I do want this video to be a bit of a a first time experience, so the transformation might be a little slow, or I might just time lapse it. I think I'll just do a time lapse of this part. And there we have Cheetor all maximized into his Cheetah mode. And it looks good from certain angles, but it doesn't look quite as good as the robot mode, in my opinion. I do like how everything locks together, but it does make it kind of stiff. It doesn't really move very well. At least the rear legs don't go forward very much. They can go backwards, but they don't go forward very much. And that's articulated too. And then these, I feel like the front legs are a little too far apart. I mean, from the side it looks good, besides the arms hanging out here. And I really like how the tail integrates into the Cheetah mode. And then I really like how the gun stores inside of the chest. I feel like that's very good weapon storage. Very creative on this figure. Overall, it looks pretty good. Not as good as robot mode, in my opinion. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and the mouth opens too. Forgot. And that looks pretty cool. And then I think we'll do Nightbird next. And I have seen the new Rise of the Beast movie, so I do know how the characters actually look in the final cut. And this doesn't look too bad. It doesn't perfectly match how she actually looks in the movie, but I still think it looks pretty cool. And just holding it in my hands, it looks better than I saw in pictures or other videos that I've seen about this figure. And there is a little bit of car junk back here, but it's not too bad. I mean, I guess it is kind of bad. Almost as bad as Bumblebee, but overall I think it looks pretty good. And then accessories, she does have this sword. I think the sword looked a little bit different in the movie, but this is basically what it was like. It was like a katana, sort of, and I think it looks pretty cool. And then she also has a couple of these, I don't even know what to call them. I think they're like hooks. I don't think I ever watched her use them, but they are included, and I think they look pretty good. And I think why these are included is because they do actually integrate into the car mode in a certain way. even though she doesn't actually use them in the movie. Oh, wait a second. Oh, they actually go together. Oh, okay. So it's not 2 hooks, it's just 1 hook. And then fits into her hand just like that. And I don't know. It doesn't look like a very good weapon it's not a weapon I would choose to fight with, but it still looks pretty cool. I guess she can, stab the Autobots. It kind of looks like a blaster, but it's not. It's not a blaster. Anyway, enough of that. And then we have the sword, which looks pretty cool. And she actually had 2 of these in the movie, but she does only come with 1 in this pack. And so, yeah, overall I think it's a pretty good robot mode. And let's get into the transformation. And here we have Nightbird all transformed into her car mode. And I think it's supposed to be a Nissan Skyline, but I don't think it's actually licensed as a Nissan Skyline. I'll have to double check, but it does look a lot like the Nissan Skyline that was used in the movie. And I have to say, it looks really good. The colors, the brown colors here, don't really match the actual car used in the movie, but I think it looks fine. I think it looks a lot better in person than it does on camera or in any pictures. But yeah, and then you see the weapons are used as the spoiler, or the wing in the back. It does look really chunky, and it's a bit wider than it's supposed to be, at least in my opinion. But, yeah, it does create very good creative weapon storage. And, yeah, overall, I think it's a really good figure, really good car mode. And last but not least, we have Wheeljack. And I don't think he's and actually, no, I don't think. I know that he's not licensed as a VW bus, but it still looks good nonetheless. And I do really like the character design, but I am just confused on how this came from this. I really don't know. This is what he looked like in the Bumblebee movie, which takes place about 7 years before Rise of the Beasts. And this is what Wheeljack looked like in the Bumblebee movie. But then this is what he looks like in the Rise of the Beast movie, which I don't hate it, but it's just kind of confusing why they changed the character so much. And then also his voice is different, and it feels like a different character than Wheeljack. Yeah. I don't know why. It's just confusing. Anyway, I'll kind of spin him around, let you guys see all the details. There is a bit of gapping there. But yeah, it's basically all there is to see. Really nice door wings here. And it does clean up really good in the back, I feel like. Yeah, that's a pretty good backpack. The accessories, he does come with this blaster. I don't actually remember seeing him use this in the movie. He does have these giant cannons that transform out of his arms, but he doesn't seem to have those in toy form. But he does have this blaster, and it just pegs into there. Very tight connection, but yep, it just pegs into there, and it looks cool. Yeah, I just don't think it's not accurate to the movie, because I never saw him using this in the movie anywhere. Anyway, alright, now let's get him into his bus mode, and we'll finish off the video. And there we have Wheeljack all put into his bus mode, and it doesn't look too bad. This rack here, it is just molded in. It's not separately fitted, but it still looks good. And then you can kind of see the kneecaps here, where the windows are supposed to be, but I guess that's okay. We have TV Pablo on the side. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. For weapon storage, you just take his blaster and you kind of just set it on top like this. And there we go. And it just goes in there backwards for some reason. At least that's what the instructions say. I think you could put it forwards if you wanted to, but yeah. Yeah, but it's not like the greatest weapon storage. But it still works. You know, you can put your weapon somewhere when he's in bus mode. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.